do you consent for your face to be used in this video for my research?
Yes.
Okay. So we are thinking of using claymation as our main technique for making the video. Do you think we should use it, and why?
Okay. Claymation for me has always been used in things that are quite light-hearted and fun. I think that it would be very, very clever claymation if it was able to get across the importance of safety issues. So I think that it might be just a bit too light-hearted for the subject matter.
Alright, so it gives too much of a comedic feel.
Yes.
So we thought about that before in our research, and we were looking into getting an artist to do it, scouting an artist to actually create the clay work in a real, and like another question coming up is in a realistic or cartoony way. So they could create it in a very realistic way. I've personally seen their work, and it can come across quite, it can be quite professional. It comes across quite. And would you think if it was done by an artist, it would still have a problem delivering the message, or do you think it would be better? It's still an issue.
It's an ident video.
Yeah. So it'd be an animation that is in a video. So it'd be basically the whole video as an animation. A stop
Basically
motion
showing
animation.
what the company does.
Yeah.
So the people looking at it are likely to be your clients, so it's likely to be schools and...
Yeah, so they turn around and go, oh, you know what, we need someone to do a talk about feeling safe. And they go, oh.
Okay, so are they going to see that as a serious contender for providing that service?
So it's about how
Yes.
professional the company looks on the outside.
Yes. I think that if I was buying that service, I'd actually want to see a more realistic example. So I wouldn't go with the claymation at all.
Claymation idea. No.
I would go for maybe live model stuff.
So we are doing it as like a stop motion way. So stop motion, obviously, when you pause something, take a picture of it, move it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's actually a technique called pixelation, and it's not the type of thing with little squares like computers. Pixelation is where you actually animate a human. So you create them into a stop motion video.
Yeah.
Would you think that'd be better? I know you might not be clear of what that is right now, but it's basically, if you imagine how claymation's done.
Is there a
with
film
humans,
that you can say that's done in it?
There aren't many films that use. They're usually short videos.
Right. Okay. Okay.
It's more or less like if you could think of more puppetry with humans.
Yeah.
If that type of feel, and
Okay.
moving people. So it has this kind of.
Is the intention to be different to what other people might put on their thing?
Yes, in a way. We have been looking into competitors, and at the moment, not a lot of competitors have those types of videos.
Right.
Our client is making a breakthrough with this, which is why they're pushing Essex with it. We need your information because this is actually going to be a centre point of their push.
Right.
So
I'm all for people doing something slightly different to promote their service. Yeah. I think that for me, this is about if I was to look at this, if I was to go onto the website and see this ident video, would I take it? Would I be interested because of the method and the methodology that you use to promote that message? It will probably catch my eye, to be perfectly honest. I think it would depend on the script. I think it would depend on what was being said. Yeah. I think I have seen films where it's quite compelling. There was a children's film that was done in I'm just trying to think. It was a voodoo-y one, but there were quite. I have
an idea of what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was almost dark in a way. But it was the emotion that could be shown quite close up was obviously exaggerated because it was an inanimate object. Yeah. But from an artistic point of view, it was quite interesting. I think it could grab attention. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure that I wouldn't want to see something that really showed what they did without the gimmick.
Yeah, so what you're looking for is that it might attract someone, but keeping their view and keeping their idea that this is actually a professional company through it is the problem.
Yes.
Moving on from that, do you think that taking away from the technique, do you think the actual characters involved, do you think it's what they say, or do you think it's their facial features? We're looking for something to prioritise in the video.
Yeah.
So you're looking for something that will show that emotion that you
Yeah.
said from that obviously that video you liked was that emotion. Was that through their facial features, through what they said, or through the atmosphere of the actual animation?
Given that apparently we take a message, only 15% of what we pay attention to is words, and the rest of it is all body language, facial expression, tone of voice, I would prioritise that.
Okay, that's very well said. Thank you very much. One last thing, we are looking into, all the way through it, we're looking into voiceover. If you remember, have you seen a video called, it's the Consent Cup of Tea video?
Yes, I love that video.
Yeah, it's a great video.
Yes.
The animation is very simple, but his voice is what makes the video.
Yes.
Do you think that our animation should have a voiceover like that? Something that you can have characters speaking, but there isn't overlaying, like, someone, because his voice is what draws people in. Is the tone is what he says. Do you think that would be a good idea for our video? Maybe to try and go along the same sort of lines?
I think on that video, I think what works is he's quite self-deprecating but humorous.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it so much. I don't listen so much to the words. I listen more to the tone of voice. So it just gives really good signals, that voice.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I could actually. I mean, I can think of the catchphrase that he uses, the cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. I think it was more the humour in the voice. Sorry, I've forgotten the question actually.
No, I was just saying. Do you think that we should use that sort of voiceover in our animation? And what do you think makes that voiceover? So you said the tone. It's
the tone. I think that Yes, the voiceover rather than dialogue actually between the characters can be very powerful, especially with emotion.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think with a lot of considerations to the type of voice you use, I think that could be very powerful.
Well, thank you very much. Honestly, your response has been very detailed, and that helps a lot with my research. So thank you very much.
Okay.